Hey everybody, it's Alan, and I hope that you're doing well. So this video is the first one on a brand new playlist here on my channel, which I'm going to call Either Or. I'm going to give you two songs by one artist, and you're going to choose whether you prefer song A or song B. I do not want to see in the comments section 25 other songs listed which you would hope that I would compare. I just want you to choose between the first song or the second song. Let's see how the voting goes. See what you prefer. Okay? We're going to start this new playlist off with one of my all-time favorite bands, the band Chicago. And the first entry into this competition is the song Saturday in the Park. Man, I'm going to tell you, that song is one of those songs where when you listen to it and you close your eyes, can you see the sunshine? That's all I can think of. This song has such an upbeat overall vibe to it that it's just, it's catchy as hell. And I always loved the fact that the solo section in the middle is actually a little bit of a bass solo. It kind of highlights Peter Cetera's neck movement on his bass guitar, and it's understated. It really is understated, but when you go back and you listen to it, the middle section you would think there's going to be a guitar solo or a horn solo or something's going to solo in there. You don't necessarily go back and expect it to be the bass. And I just love the energy that song puts into you. It's a great, great, great song to start off this sort of either or comparison. But I got another one that's really cool. Another one of my favorites. Does anybody really know what time it is?
As I was walking down the street one day, a man came up to me and asked me what the time was that was on my watch. Yeah, I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? So I can't imagine why we've all got time enough to cry. And I was walking down the street one day, a pretty lady looked at me and said her diamond watch had stopped cold dead. And I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? If so, I can't imagine why we've all got time enough to cry. And I was walking down the street one day, people running everywhere, being pushed and shoved by people trying to beat the clock. Oh, I just don't know. I don't know. And I said, yes, I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? If so, I can't imagine why we've all got time enough to die. Everybody's worried.
I've always loved that song, and I'm always going to play you the full version of it because I love that jazz freestyle piano intro that gets cut out on every radio edit that's ever played on that song. I hate the radio edit. Although I understand why they do it, I don't like it. I prefer the full performance, and the original studio recording is just incredible. It really is. And it asks a really interesting question. I mean, when you think about it at the end, the chorus is, I don't care what time it is no more, or whatever he says. I don't care about time no more. That's what it is. And it's interesting because if you really think about it, time is a human construct. It's not a universal infinite. It's not a universal certainty. It's a measurement created by humans based upon, the sun's or the Earth's rotation around the sun, or this Earth's rotation within the sun's gravity, but then also the rotation of the Earth around the sun. And yet even humanity can't get it right because we have things like leap year. and the reality of it is there aren't 24 hours exactly in a day. It's actually like 23.98 hours in a day. And it's it's an interesting thing. Like I said, it's a human construct. It really is. And it is what it is. It's like money is a human construct. Money doesn't mean anything unless humanity places a value upon it. Otherwise, it's just paper or gold or whatever it is. People put a value on something. People put a time on something based upon the to a certain extent the capitalist nature and or the greed of the wealthy, whatever the heck it is you want to say. But I mean, the reality of it is if you can get to a point in life where you still live by human nature's laws, but you still also don't necessarily constrict yourself to that construct, there's a freedom in that most of us will never know. If you were infinitely wealthy, time really doesn't necessarily matter to you. You can do what you want when you want at any time you want. There's stories, there's a few stories out there where, Prince, the musical legend himself, reached out to somebody at 4:00 in the morning and asked them to get him a giraffe. Or was it a zebra? I can't remember, but I remember the story. I think it was actually told by Kevin Smith, or it was a story told by Kevin Smith about a conversation he had with Prince's personal assistant. And it's like, yeah, it's 4:00 in the morning, and at 4:00 in the morning, I had to try to go out and get Prince a giraffe. It's like, again, certain people have the ability to really do things in their own time and at their own speed because they don't have to sit there and feel like they're isolated to an 8-hour workday or to the construct of being at a certain place at a certain time for a certain thing. And again, it's a freedom that most of us will not know. And so, again, I think this song, especially the chorus, asks a question that is really interesting. Anyway, those are my two songs on this new Either Or playlist, and I'll be curious to find out which one you prefer. So let's find out. Have fun in the comments section. Don't argue. Do not give me 25 alternatives. Like I said, just choose between the first song, which was Saturday in the Park, or the second song, Does Anybody Really Know What Time It Is? Till then, please feel free to comment. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate all of you, and you take care.